Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's me, Tommy Tutu, your Southern California hiking guide. Today, I'm going to share with you my waterfall tier list of Southern California. So this year, I hiked to 13 different waterfalls in Southern California, and I'm going to give each waterfall a letter grade. So here's how it works. I'm going to give it a grade between A and F. A means it was an amazing waterfall, takes your breath away, one of the best in Southern California. If I gave it a B letter grade, it means it's still a great waterfall, very big. You won't be disappointed. The letter C is an average grade. It's an average waterfall. It's nothing to write home about, but it's definitely a waterfall. You won't be disappointed. And then a letter D grade means that the waterfall was very small, or is just a bunch of mini falls, not really one big waterfall, just a bunch of miniature waterfalls. So that's a D grade, for maybe stands for disappointment. And then if I give it an F grade, it means it's not a real waterfall. It's just like a river flowing downhill or something, but you would not look at it and call it a waterfall. So a couple rules first. I am going to go in alphabetical order. And first, we're just ranking the waterfalls, not the trails themselves, because the best waterfall on this list has one of my least favorite trails, and the worst waterfall on this list actually has one of my favorite trails. So we're not ranking the trails and the fall, just the waterfall itself. And the second rule is that we're not going to do anything illegal or dangerous. We're not going to go to waterfalls where you have to climb rocks or to get to the second level or something, just whatever's on the map. So we're not doing anything dangerous or stupid. With that being said, let's get the ranking started. So we are going in alphabetical order. I've got 13 different waterfalls here. The first one is Big Falls in Forest Falls, California. This is actually the tallest waterfall in Southern California. And this waterfall, we're going to give it a C grade. So even though it is the tallest waterfall in Southern California, Big Falls only gets a C rating. And that's because you could really only see the top of the waterfall. Most of it's being blocked by the mountains, and you can't really get close to it. So you do have to enjoy it from a distance, which might be a little disappointing that you don't get to experience the full beauty of this giant waterfall. Okay, so that was Big Falls Trail in Forest Falls, California. Second on our list, alphabetical order, is Bonita Falls in Lido Creek, California. I give this waterfall an A grade. So Bonita Falls is an extremely tall waterfall. It's quite impressive when you see it in person. It'll just take your breath away. It is absolutely massive. And although this trail does have a reputation for having a lot of graffiti, don't let that take away from the waterfall itself. When you get to the waterfall, it is just a sight to see. I mean, look how massive this is. It just goes all the way up to the sky. It's a big waterfall, and that's why it gets an A in the tier list ranking of Southern California waterfalls. Okay, so that was Bonita Falls in Lido Creek, California. Third on our list is Escondido Falls in Malibu, California. I give this waterfall an A grade. So this is my personal favorite on the list, Escondido Falls in Malibu, California. And just look at this massive, beautiful waterfall. I mean, this can compete with Hawaii and Oregon almost, but it is probably the best waterfall in Southern California. The parking lot, though, you do got to get there mega early in the morning. It does fill up fast. The trail is kind of meh. It's not the best trail, but the waterfall itself is just so impressive. It's going to take your breath away when you see it in person. It's big, it's wide, it's flowing. It does dry up in the summer, though, but so just plan your trip after it rains. Okay, so that was Escondido Falls in Malibu, California. Fourth on my list is Etiwanda Falls in Rancho Cucamonga, California. I give this waterfall a D grade. So Etiwanda Falls gets a D letter grade because there's no real waterfall at this location. It's just a bunch of little miniature waterfalls. There's no really main attraction here. And when you look at photos of waterfalls and you can't figure out what exactly is a waterfall in the photo, that's a clue. Because when you look at photos, you can't really figure out where the main waterfall is because there isn't one here. It's just a bunch of little tiny waterfalls. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's beautiful, but if you're expecting like a nice big waterfall like Escondido Falls, this isn't it. But just get there mega early before the sun rises. This parking lot fills up fast. So that's Etiwanda Falls in Rancho Cucamonga, California. Okay, so that was Etiwanda Falls in Rancho Cucamonga, California. Number 5 on my list is the Heart Rock Falls at Heart Rock Trail in Crestline, California. I give this waterfall a letter C grade. So in the beautiful city of Crestline, there is a rock with a heart-shaped hole in it next to a waterfall. It's called Heart Rock Trail. This is actually one of my favorite trails. The waterfall, it's pretty average, which is why it gets a C grade. You're not going to be disappointed, but it is like down the middle, what you expect from an average waterfall. Just nothing extra special about it, nothing disappointing, just a very average waterfall. Okay, so that was Heart Rock Falls in Crestline, California. Number 6 on my list is Los Penasquitos Waterfall in Poway. I give this waterfall an F grade. So what you're looking at is what they call the Los Penasquitos Waterfall in Poway, California. I don't see a waterfall, do you? It's just a river going through a bunch of boulders. And don't get me wrong, it's actually very beautiful. It's fun. I love this trail. I love coming here actually. But they just put signs all over the place advertising that there's a waterfall. But I just don't consider this a waterfall. It's just a river. It's super nice. Like I said, I love it. It's fun. It is crowded. But yeah, it is a beautiful spot for a picnic. But yeah, I just don't consider it a waterfall. Otherwise, you'll be disappointed. Okay, so that was the Los Penasquitos Waterfall in Poway, California. Number 7 on my list in alphabetical order is Paradise Falls in Thousand Oaks, California. This was the hardest one to decide, but I ended up giving it a B grade. So Paradise Falls was the hardest one for me to rank. I was caught between giving this an A and a B. I ended up giving it a B, even though it is a very large, beautiful waterfall in an extremely beautiful trail. It's another one of those waterfalls that you just can't get super close to it, so you do have to enjoy it from a distance, and that's what gives it the B rating over the A. Super beautiful waterfall. Kind of smells a little bit, as I've said in my videos, but yeah, I love this waterfall. It's beautiful. It doesn't disappoint. That's Paradise Falls. Okay, so that was Paradise Falls in Thousand Oaks, letter B grade. Next on my list in alphabetical order is the Santa Ynez Canyon Waterfall in Pacific Palisades. I give this waterfall a D grade. So Santa Ynez Canyon Waterfall was a bit of a disappointment at the end. Unfortunately, though, this is a victim of having a very, very beautiful trail only to have a disappointing waterfall. But regardless, I would do this trail all over again. It was extremely gorgeous. Just the waterfall at the end is really small, maybe 5 or 6 feet tall. And this is where it's marked on the map as the waterfall. So I know you could climb the rocks to get to Upper Falls. But like I said, we're not doing anything dangerous or illegal. This is where the waterfall is marked on the map. So that's Santa Ynez Canyon Waterfall in Pacific Palisades, California. Okay, so that was a Santa Ynez Canyon Waterfall in Pacific Palisades. Next on my list is Sturtevant Falls in Arcadia, California. I give this waterfall an A grade. It brings me great joy when a waterfall is worth the hype. This is Sturtevant Falls, which had a massive gushing waterfall at the end of the trail. You do have to get there mega early in the morning. I'm talking about like 6 a.m. because that parking lot fills up fast, and there's a reason. This is just a big, impressive waterfall. The trail, it's beautiful. The waterfall is just massive, and Oh man, there's just the videos you're watching now don't even do it justice. You got to see it in person. It is just huge. One of the best waterfalls in this video. That's Sturtevant Falls in Arcadia, California. Okay, so that was Sturtevant Falls in Arcadia, California. Next on our list is Switzer Canyon Falls in La Cañada, California, and I give this waterfall a B grade. So I put Switzer Canyon Falls in the B category. As you can see, it's a waterfall. Nothing too spectacular. It's big. It's worth the hike. Nothing special. Nothing disappointing. It's what you would expect, a waterfall. There's not much more to say about this. The trail is beautiful, and you need an adventure pass to park, and yeah, it was a absolutely great experience. Okay, so that was Switzer Canyon Falls in La Cañada, California. Next on my list is the Taquitos Canyon Waterfall in Palm Springs, and I give this waterfall a letter B grade. So, Taquitos Canyon Falls is located in Palm Springs, California. It cost $15 to hike this trail, and it opens at 7:30 a.m. The hike is a little bit on the difficult side. They do require you to take a certain amount of water with you because people do get hot out here in the desert. The waterfall, it's big, it's gushing. There's not a whole lot more to say about it. You won't be disappointed. Yeah, and the trail's beautiful. The waterfall's like in the middle of an oasis. It's a darn good waterfall. So that's Taquitos Canyon in Palm Springs, California. Okay, next on our list is Trail Canyon Falls in Sunland, California, and I give this waterfall an A grade. Do you believe in a perfect waterfall? Well, that's what this is here at Trail Canyon Falls in Sunland, California. You have just the perfect waterfall. I mean, look at that shape. It's absolutely perfect. It's tall, it's massive, it's flowing. It is just the perfect waterfall. You do need to climb ropes to get down to it, which is on the map. So we're not doing anything illegal by going to this waterfall. But just look at this thing. There's no other way to describe it other than perfect. I mean, this is the perfect waterfall. So that's Trail Canyon Falls in Sunland, California. Okay, so that was Trail Canyon Falls in Sunland, California. Next we have, last on the list actually, is Whitney Canyon Falls in Newhall, California. I give this waterfall a D grade. Alright, so number 13 on my list of waterfalls in Southern California is Whitney Canyon Falls in Newhall. Don't let the letter D grade fool you. It doesn't mean it's bad. It's a bunch of miniature waterfalls. The trail itself is actually super beautiful. I really love this trail and I want to go back to it again. And the miniature falls, they're actually pretty beautiful. They're on this, as you can see, like it's in a rocky area. It's super cool. I love this trail. I love these little miniature falls. Just don't expect a big waterfall and you'll be okay. But yeah, just a bunch of little miniature waterfalls at the end, and that's why it gets a D grade, because it's not a big spectacular waterfall. So that's Whitney Canyon Falls in Newhall, California. Okay, so that was Whitney Canyon Falls in Newhall, California. So there you have it, 13 of the most popular waterfalls in Southern California. And once again, some of these falls have better trails than others. So this is just a waterfall ranking, not the actual trails themselves. But yeah, I hope this helped you understand which trails are best for you. So when you want to go on a waterfall hike this year, you're not sure where to go, I hope this guide helps you. Thank you so much for watching. I would appreciate it if you hit that like, share, and subscribe button. And share this channel with your friends if you love hiking and outdoor activities of that sort. Thank you so much. Have a good day. God bless you.